What's up everyone, it is Josh here for Love Wrestling. Make sure to leave a like on this video, click that big red subscribe button, and click the bell so you're getting notifications of when we're dropping new videos here on Love Wrestling. When it comes to professional wrestling, we're always trying to search for someone who has that famous two-letter word. We're always trying to discover the next big thing, the next breakout star of the industry. Who is that next one to break from the pack? Who is on the cusp of something big? Well, look no further, look no more. It is time to discover wrestling's next big breakout star. It's time to utter those letters. It is time to utter those words. It is time to say, you have it. To say it's been an interesting start for Doudrop's time on the WWE main roster would be an understatement. We've seen her come in just after WrestleMania, of course, with Eva Marie. Eva Marie, no longer a part of WWE, a very short comeback in her time in just a few months that she was around, but Doudrop was right by her side, working alongside Eva as her kind of enforcer, kind of protege deal type thing. I'm not really sure. We know Piper Niven from NXT UK. She was tearing it up with the likes of Kaylee Ray and Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm and all of these wonderful women in NXT UK. But for the main roster audience that may not watch NXT UK or wasn't familiar with Piper Niven or Viper, whatever you want to call her, Doudrop is their first kind of exposure that they've seen to this wonderful, wonderful professional wrestler. Now, Doudrop has since, of course, she disassociated herself with Eva Marie and now is kind of in this program with one of WWE's top stars in Bianca Belair. Now, Doudrop has gone from a face, this kind of fun-loving, babyface type, dancing, kid-friendly kind of character, to now a heel working with Belair and kind of seeing a different kind of side of Doudrop. Doudrop is a very different kind of wrestler, very different kind of worker. She has a different feel about her than pretty much any other woman on the WWE roster, whether it be main roster, NXT, or NXT UK. She has this kind of flavor and this kind of this different kind of substance that she kind of brings to the ring, and the way that she kind of has, just her experience. Her experience shows in the ring. She's been wrestling for quite a long time, and now the kind of mainstream audience in this kind of worldwide stage is now first getting their taste of what Doudrop is. Now, a lot of people go on about the name Doudrop. I can't change the fact that WWE call her Doudrop. It's just what we're told to call her. At the end of the day, it is just a name, and she's still being able to work with the likes of some of the best women's wrestlers in the entire world on WWE programming. So she's doing a really good job in her role of this kind of a little bit of a flip-flop with the kind of face thing after turning on Eva and then now going into a program with Bianca Belair. It is kind of cool to see her rise to the occasion, though, because I think for the longest time, a lot of people have been saying, like, Piper needs to be in the mix. She needs to be on a main stage because she's one of the best wrestlers in the world. And I can really attest to that. Even if you're just looking at her main roster stuff, she's adaptable. She's adapting to every kind of situation that the ever-changing landscape of WWE is throwing at her. She's in a really cool spot at the moment, working with somebody who, outside of the title picture, it has got the most attention on her, and that's Bianca Belair, of course, at WrestleMania main eventer, Bianca Belair. She's working with somebody who brings a lot of eyes to whatever she's doing. Bianca Belair is a very over superstar right now, and Doudrop is now gaining some notoriety, gaining some steam from working alongside Bianca Belair. They've been kind of doing their thing for a little bit. But Doudrop herself, her in-ring work, her character work, her mic work is all very crisp. That's the best thing I like about people with a lot of experience. I know a lot of people, say things like WWE doesn't really love indie wrestlers at the moment, and there's an argument for that, but they like kind of like that homegrown star. But what's something that adds with experience of someone who's been kind of grinding to get in the spot she's at now is that she is ready. You can tell that Doudrop has it. She has something about her because she's ready for this opportunity. It's not everybody gets to work with Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks. Doudrop has that kind of ability that she can adapt into those situations, and she's rising to the occasion like we're seeing right now with Belair on Raw. She's ready for this primetime spot. We're ready for a lot of new. There's been a lot of talk of new talent coming in and new talent kind of getting an opportunity. We're seeing that on WWE programming right now with Liv Morgan getting the opportunity to work with Becky Lynch. Doudrop and Bianca Belair is the same kind of deal. Sure, it doesn't have the title involved, but it actually has like the same effect. You want new stars. We've been desperate, especially in the WWE women's division, of let's go outside the top stars. Let's go outside the horsewomen and outside of kind of the ones that are kind of at the top. Doudrop is a perfect example of someone completely different coming into this role and coming into a new kind of light and showing, hey, we've got more women that we can use and we can kind of cycle through here and actually keep our main event scene really, really fresh. So that's what it is kind of doing, and I think that Doudrop has just kind of exceeded a lot of expectations because a lot of people kind of seen her in this Eva Marie role, and we know how the internet feels about Eva Marie, and people were like, oh my god, she's being partnered or paired, whatever you want to call it, with Eva Marie. This is just such a step down, and she's so above this. A lot of people look at the name and go, oh, they're calling her Doudrop, and then she was dancing, and a lot of people didn't like that. She's kind of being able to show now that she goes, it doesn't really matter what my gimmick is, it doesn't really matter what my name is, it doesn't matter who I'm associated with. When I get in the ring, it all doesn't matter because I'm that damn good. That's what I see. There's so much potential. There is this ability of like, you have it. You have what it takes to be WWE's next breakout star. That's what this series is about, and that's what Doudrop kind of just, she shows in her work. Whatever kind of role she's given, she is succeeding in, and that is the best thing that you can do. Be adaptable. Show that you have many different layers just outside of the one that everyone seems to love. Show the world that you've got lots and lots to offer. That's what Doudrop is all about. Let me know what you think about Doudrop in the comments below or over on Twitter at JoshRobinson_00. Follow Love Wrestling on Twitter at LoveWrestlingCA. All the links to my stuff and Love Wrestling stuff will be in the description box below. There is just one episode remaining of You Have It, this 8-episode series, and it is next week when we talk about the only woman that's left on the graphic, folks. It is Shayna Baszler, the series finale, or the season finale, I should say, of You Have It. Will You Have It be back? I don't know. But it will be next week is the last piece of content you are getting from me here on Love Wrestling in 2021. Next week, at the very end of the Shayna Baszler episode, you will know more about the upcoming return of the legacy of. It's time. Get your pen and paper out. Like anyone writes anything down anymore. Anyway, let me know what you think about Doudrop. Let me know what you think about this series. All of that kind of good stuff. I'm checking out. I'm peacing out. I'm tapping out. I will see you next Monday for the season finale of You Have It with Shayna Baszler. See you next week, folks. Goodbye.